Hi, I am absolutely going to talk about how to create a successful business. Everybody wants to know that. If you're running a business, that's what you want to know, and how to do it fast. So, everybody has a different vision of what they consider a successful business, but it essentially comes down to money, consistency, authenticity, and if you want to grow fast, all of the above, okay? And more, actually more. So, but here is the secret. I'll immediately tell you what the secret is. It's never fast. Doesn't matter how much money you fling at it, it's not going to be fast. Because why? It takes time to build a relationship with your customer. You have to woo your customer. You have to schmooze your customer before they buy from you. And here's the example. If you're going if you're going to have a coffee with somebody, you're not immediately going to say, "Hey, let's get married," right? You're going to schmooze them and see if you fit, and then you're probably going to get to the marriage part. So, I want to show you with the scale method of how you can create your own successful business. And I've just been to the social media marketing world in San Diego and met some amazing people and experts. And they agree with me that this is the overall message that I got from the event. And I'm so happy about it because I talk about this all the time. I'm Veronica Jeans and I'm an e-commerce expert and Shopify guru. And I'm doing this I'm an Own Elite member, and I'm doing this with the approval of admin. So I had to get that out first. Okay, and so let's quickly get into how to actually grow your business reasonably fast, right? Reasonably fast. So the first thing we're going to do is I got to tell you, it's you got to sell. Nothing's going to happen if you don't sell. The bottom line is if you don't sell, you don't make money, right? So it doesn't matter what you're selling, you have to sell. And you have to get out there and you have to get out of your comfort zone and do some selling, whether you're going to do it online in social media, whether you're going to go and meet people in a networking event, if you're going to a convention, for instance, and meeting people, but you have to talk to people. People have to get to know you, and you have to sell your product. I know we're not supposed to sound like the sleazy salesperson, but if you're passionate about what you're selling, people will immediately be attracted to you because they're attracted to your passion and your fiery, you absolutely, you totally believe in what you sell. That's when people start liking you and loving you because they get sucked in by what you're selling, right? So I know it's easy just sit in front of TV or just not getting off my boat and getting too comfortable. But you got to step out of your comfort zone to go out and meet people. And I mean, we can always go online, but the belly to belly always works really, really well because if you have one customer that's totally enthusiastic about what you sell, imagine if you're meeting 10 people who talk to you, who know you, and are selling your product because they're so enthusiastic about it. So so here is how you are going to sell. Basically, what you need to do is, and I'll do the point thing. One is go out to meet people, right? Get out the door. Communicate with your customers often because that's your low-hanging fruit. Socialize more online. And we'll talk about the execution later on. So and also here is another thing. Don't just generally just go out there just being, ditzy and flighty. You gotta schmooze with intent, right? So when you're going online or when you're going to networking meeting, you got to tell yourself, okay, so what do I want to get out of this meeting? Don't just go to a meeting to meet people. You need to know that who you want to target as your customer because you're going to be friends with them and then they're going to buy from you. What is your intention with when you're going to a meeting? If you're going for a lunch, what is your intention? Are you going to say, okay, I'm going to sit at my table and I'm going to make sure that I connect to two ladies and catch up with them if it fits, right? But catch up with them afterwards and stay in contact, right? People tend to not stay in contact. They collect business cards and they don't stay in contact. So here's a sad fact. It used to take like 7 touches before, and no touches nowadays with the coronavirus, right? But it takes 7 touches. It used to take 7 touches to get a sale. It takes 21 touches to get a sale nowadays, because there's so much information and so much going on online that people get confused, right? So you have to be in front of your customers all the time in different medias, not just one media. And I used to say, just pick one. You have to pick one, but slowly work yourself up to maybe 2 or 3. Send out emails. There's so many ways to do it. And we're going to talk about it in the next point, which is consistency. So we talked about sales. You got to do sales. If you don't do sales, your website is a brochure and it's going to stay like that and you're not going to make money. So next step is consistency. What about consistency? If you want customers to choose you when they buy, you have to be consistently, boom, in front of them. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, because you're going to be in front of them 1, 2, 3 times, and then somebody else pops up in front of them. And then when that other person pops up in front of them, they're going to buy from the other person, because you've been warming up this customer for your bloody competition. So stay in front of your customer. And how do you do that? Consistency. So consistency takes time and effort. As I said, we're going to grow our businesses fast, but that's not going to happen. It depends on how much effort we're going to put into it. Then you're going to grow your business fast. And the fast part really, really depends on what you're going to do. So if you consistently online and you're making sure that you schedule your time when you market yourself and you work your business, you will get more customers. You can't just do it one time and then forget about it, right? You have to really be out there and do it consistently. So if you're doing it on Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 days a week. Because here's what, if you stop on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, everybody are looking at their social media. You have to be out there and schmooze, right? You have to be out there about your personal stuff. And we're talking about that later. So how are you consistently in 21 touches in front of your customer? So you create the time every day to devote to your business, and you schedule your information to go out on social media regularly at the same time with the same method, right? Don't change your method. So there are different ways to show up. You show up with your website, and what I mean by that is articles and blogs, okay? I've got everybody blogging with my e-commerce customers. You got to send out your email newsletters. You can get up to 10 to 20% sales conversion with email. Can you imagine? Even if you get 10%, it's 10%. Social media, you have to be on social media. I'm sorry, when people tell me they're not on Facebook, I go, you don't have a business. If you're on Facebook and you're private, what? You're kidding me, right? You are kidding me. You are not in front of your customers. And here's the thing is, if you're on your personal page on Facebook and you have 1,000 friends, they're not really friends, they're associates, they're people that you connected with over business. They are your customers. Network meetings, okay? You have to show up at maybe network meetings, maybe conventions. So, and I said 21 times, right? So what you have to do is you have 7 times on one social media, 7 times on another social media, once a week on email, you blog once a week, once or twice a week on your website. I know that's a lot. You go to network meetings, so they all count. Every single piece of information that touches your customer is the touches that you do for your customer. So, and how do you do that? Again, posts and blogs and videos. Even as Kelly said this morning, if you have that video just popping in and out like that, just something that moves, people actually connect to that far more than just an image. Memes still work. Make it move, right? Instead of following your normal daily routine by not doing anything and just doing half and I can't get out, push yourself. make a time and push yourself. Utilize every moment you can, plan and build your ideas. So now we're going to come to authenticity. So we've got this S, the sale, that we got to sell. We've got to C for scale is consistency, and 3, authenticity. So this is what I mean about authenticity. And several of the social media marketing world experts said, you've got to be authentic, okay? And it's all about brand and personalizing your brand. So I had a good question on one of the workshops, actually in the elite members, is she said, well, she had a brand, and she didn't want to be in front of her customers. She wanted her brand to be in front of her customers. I've got the same problem with e-commerce stores, that store owners that don't want to show their face. You got to show your face. You are the brand because you are the person that people are going to fall in love with, because you are competing with, okay, say skincare. You're competing with the Estee Lauders and the Lancomes and the whatever else is out there, right? You never in the million years are going to compete with them. So how you're going to be different is people are going to fall in love with you. So even Estee Lauder, they have a famous person that you like, or I don't know what, whoever does, one of the skincare. They have a famous person, that Jennifer Aniston, right? That represents the product. You fall in love with a person, right? That's why you got to personalize your brand. And the next step is you got to show up. And remember those 21 touches I was talking about. You have to show up as you. So you don't have to do lives. Not everybody can do a live, but pop up your picture, right? Make sure that your story is on your website, right? Make sure that your picture's on a website. You'll have to make a couple of videos though, and I'll tell you in a minute where you need to do it. So emails, don't use stock photos. Use real people. Use you as an example. Because again, people fall in love with what you're representing. So 10 years ago, we did a lot of networking, lunches and dinners and breakfasts, and man, I shook a lot of hands, right? And I got to know a lot of people, and that's how I grew my business. These days, so then they would see your face, they would hear your voice, and they would love your message and your story, and you connected. So these days, what you have to do is you have to do it online. So back to Kelly and to, she does skincare, who started her videos and her sales grew. Okay. So Donna had put her employee onto a video. She got lots of engagement. She put a little video. Donna does personalized puzzle. She put a little video on her posts. Lots of engagement again, right? So she posts about her dogs all the time, and she has a skunk for a pet, right? Engagement. So be engaged with your customer, be personal. Okay, we can't always put all our personal stuff online, because I don't agree with it either. It took me a while to get myself out. I was one of those lurkers, to get myself out to actually do lots of social media. So a lot of people, as I said, don't want to do a live. I'm reading off my notes here, right? So storytelling, right? Storytelling is huge. We heard it several times at the social media marketing convention. Yeah. And it is about your about page. Make your about page about you, why you did this, why you fell in love. What was your aha moment when you thought, I'm going to sell this product? We want to know what moved you, right? And look at Zappos. Zappos is a huge company, still a huge company. The only person that I can think of, or the beard guys, right? They have an amazing about page. So look what other people are doing and recreate your about page and make it interesting so people will actually resonate with you. Now, I have to resonate with you to be able to sell to you. I got a sales call this morning, and it was all about I knew this guy was going to sell me something, right? And one of his minions called me. I'm not interested. If I'm spending $2,500 with you, you better talk to me, baby, okay? So I had another sales call a couple of months ago, and the guy actually called me personally. And this is a successful person. He called me personally, and I still remember him. And if I'm ready, I will connect with him and I'll buy it from you. So that's what you have to do. You have to be able to talk to your customers. So we're going to get to the next point, which is live. So we had sales, we had consistency, authenticity, right? And now it's live. And I couldn't get another word for it, so it stays live. But live means is talk to your customers. Your existing customers are your low-hanging fruit. They will hopefully buy back from you. I'm always talking to Donna, my puzzle queen, is that she needs to send out emails, right? Because people that have already bought from you are low-hanging fruit. They might buy from you again for another occasion. Doesn't matter if they bought it for their wedding. Hey, they're having babies and they've got grandparents and they have kids, so they're going to buy a personalized puzzle again. So what I do is I have a chat I put a chat on Kelly's website. I'm putting chat on everybody's e-commerce store, but she actually does, and so does Donna. They both do, and I have to mention them because I was just in a workshop with them. So they are in front of me. Okay, so you know how you stay in front of your customers, right? So both of them have their chats on their e-commerce store, and since we've put proper chats on the e-commerce store, they've done sales while people have been on their website chatting to them. So you got to connect live to your customers when they are ready to buy. You need to be there to sell something to them. And with chat, you don't have to be on 24/7 either. So I call it my LOL strategy. How to connect to your customers is LOL. Listen to your customers, see what they need and not what they think they need. Offer them something more than what they expect, and they will come back. And look after your customers. Make them feel special, and they will stay. And I'll post my blog so you can remember that. So your customers will drive your marketing and your sales. They will be your enthusiastic people that will tell people about your product and tell them that how much they loved it, right? Because that's where the reviews come in. So get your chat on your website going. Get your email, connect your customers on a regular basis so you touch them. Social media, schmooze on social media. If somebody has a problem, answer them. They'll eventually start to recognize you. So if you're doing it on a regular basis, they will start recognizing who you are and what you're offering. And don't sell. Don't be the sleazy salesperson with your products. Create a thing. Okay, so here's the video that you will have to do. You have to do a thank you video on your thank you page if you have an e-commerce store. And even if you're selling coaching or if you're selling, I don't care what you're selling, you have a thank you video on after they've bought something from you. Thank you video saying thank you very much for buying from me, and make it natural. Make it you. Okay, you can put your makeup on if you're a woman, but make it natural. No bright lights and shiny objects. Make it natural, and they will really connect to you again, right? And why not send them a thank you card, a personalized thank you card with your signature on it? Create amazing unboxing experience, right? When they unbox your product, they go, oh my God, this is amazing, right? So create an experience. Be a personal brand. So again, that comes with the authenticity. You got to be a personal brand. So number 5. So we had sales, we had consistency, we had authenticity, and we had, I want to say something else. Authenticity, live. You got to be in front of your customers. You got to be you in front of your customers. Personal. Okay. And number 5 is execution. So what is execution? How are we going to make those sales? How are we going to do the social media on a regular basis? How are we going to be consistent? Even though authenticity, we need execution. So every day you take one action, one step toward your business. Bottom line again is what is closest to the money, right? What is going to make you money? We are in business to make money, not to just be in business to meet people. Well, we have to do that as well. But bottom line is we are in business to make money. So what is closest to the money and how are you going to do this? So action step every single day, because we get busy with kids, with whatever we're getting. On Facebook, we're socializing, we're schmoozing. We have to schmooze, right? But you got to work. And then, we have to send out our products, and we have to, if you are, what I do is I help customers on e-commerce sites, and I'm doing a little bit of coding and fixing their stuff and helping them with the orders and everything. So, or I have new customers that I'm actually helping them to migrate from wherever they need to migrate to Shopify, right? So I've got customers that I'm doing something every day. So we all have the same thing. But so every day you do something for your business, right? For your business, not your client's business, because most of us are growing our client's business, or we are busy with our e-commerce stores and we are selling stuff, and we get busy with the packing and all this other stuff, right? So do something for your business. Execution, right? Execution. Action creates a forward momentum. Remember that. So if you do something even if you just do one thing every day, when you're looking back at the end of the week, you go, wow, I moved forward so much and I've actually accomplished something. And before you know it, you take several action steps and building your business fast. And if you don't start, nothing will happen, right? If you're just blah, blah, blahing about it, nothing will happen. So get up earlier, get it done. It's the same thing with exercise. And I promise I'm going to get up early and do it tomorrow morning. Get up and go and get off the boat and do it, right? So how are you going to do this? Plan your week, plan your month, plan your year. Okay, so we've already done our goals. We've done this is what we're going to do this year to grow our business. You have a global overview of your business. Then you do, okay, so what do I want to achieve this month? Break it down into weeks. And so what am I going to do this week? Okay, so how to start planning. And I've got 3 steps, I think. I think 3 steps. So it's quick, very, very quickly. How to start planning. Step 1, make a list. Okay, make a list, and I normally make my list in my thing, and then I store on a document, on a Google document, right? So it's in front of you. Make a list of themes of what you want to do for the year. What are your big events that, there's Mother's Day, there's July the 4th, there's Black Friday, then there's Christmas, right? So you have 4 huge events that are coming up. What do you need to prepare for those 4 huge events? But if you want to do more promotions, you can obviously do more promotions. So for instance, what are international and national days popping up? Maybe you can use that to promote your products. What special events occur in your industry? What are special days are coming up? As I said, Mother's Day, Easter, July the 4th, Memorial Day in America. Everywhere else has got a lot more holidays than what we have. So just look at your calendar. You'd be amazed at what you can see on your calendar. So then grab a calendar, and I was going to have a calendar ready, right? So I have just a little calendar like this because I'm on a boat and I don't have the wall space to stick my calendar. But even if it's just a little one or a little bit bigger one, stick it on the wall and start making, and then grab some sticky notes. Okay, I've got some stickies here. Grab some sticky notes and put your special days on your sticky note, and then stick this on your calendar, right? So it obviously has to fit the box of the calendar, otherwise it covers all the calendar. Then what you do is you have your big events. So then what you decide is, okay, so I'm going to start promoting those events. Okay, so grab sticky notes, writing your ideas, stick them on your calendar. And also don't forget your vacation days. Okay, so you can't do anything on vacation days. You've got to prepare something before your vacation days, so that you have to add in there. Then there's school holidays that you can't really do something for. Okay, so remember to put all your major vacation and personal days in as well. Then step 2. Now you can think of what you want to do those specific days. because you've got to be prepared. You've got to prepare your videos, your images. You got to make sure that you got the message right. You got to make sure that decide who you're going to target this to, who do you want to attract your customers, right? And then how you're going to get customers to actually come back and buy from you again. So there's several steps that you need to plan out on this, okay? And then you're going to offer them a deal, maybe, so people love deals, right? So you're going to say, okay, buy one, but buy two, you get 20% off from the second one, or buy three and you get 50% off from the third one. So you want to sell more, and you make deals with the first two or first one, okay? So I know it's scary, I know it's scary to create those discounts because, we're going to lose money. But remember, if you sell one, you're going to make $5. If you're going to sell two, you make $10. So even if you're doing 50% on the second one, you're still going to make $7.50, right? So think of it that way. Don't think of, oh my God, I'm going to actually lose money. You're not losing money, you're making more money. Plus, you are making more money faster, right? So this is how you're going to make money faster. And then so when you're planning these things out, and I've seen this time and time again, when my wee customers go, hey, mine, Mother's Day coming up, I've got nothing ready. Can you please help me? We need to smack and discount up. We need to do this. But they don't think of, okay, we need to have the emails going. There's so much to prepare a promotion so you can be in front of your customers all the time. So if you have these main events planned out, and I do planning sessions, by the way, as well. I love planning sessions. If you have these main events planned out, then okay, 2 weeks before that, I have to get something out. I have to start sending out my emails. I have to get a blog ready. I have to make sure that my posts all talk about what I'm going to sell, sort of getting my customers ready. So maybe 6 months before you create an event, you have to start with your event things that you're going to do, right? If you're doing a sale, maybe in store, right? So Susan with the Kids Boutique, she has to really be prepared and know when she's doing her specials, because she knows she's going to sell some of her stuff at 50%. But she sold her stuff when it came in. Halfway through the season, she knows nobody's going to buy now. Then she gets a little bit of a discount, so she sells more and sells more. But she gets money in to buy more products to sell to her customers, because her customers expect something new every single season. That's what they pay money for, right? So step 3. Okay, so step 1 is think of all the holidays and everything. Step 2 is think of your promotions, what you're going to sell and how you're going to attract your customers. And then step 3 is create actions for each of these special days. And I've talked about it, a bit about it already. So create actions for each of these special days. What do you want to do? So you're going to post. You need to get the images ready. Where are you going to post? Okay, you need to get images ready for Pinterest, for LinkedIn, and for Facebook, right? And so, you're going to make a video, right? So then, okay, so you need to get the video ready for Instagram. There must be square. Facebook, it can be square as well. And LinkedIn is, horizontal. So these are the things you got to think about. And videos can be of your products, and, I made one for somebody, 5 gift ideas for Christmas, and one of them was his product, but most of it was just 5 ideas for a man what to buy for his boat. Okay, so you can come up with these ideas if you're not panicking and you're thinking, oh my God, I've got to get online and I've got to get this ready, and you do half the sales, right? So you're not growing fast. You want to grow fast. So you got to plan it out. That's why I'm saying that doesn't matter how much money you fling at it. If you're not ready, and if you haven't been schmoozing your customers, you're going to be the sleazy salesperson trying to sell your products. You got to schmooze your customers. You got to get them to like you and love you. So let me see here. Step 3 is So you got to also, okay, if you have products to sell, you got to have something ready. I have to have my downloads ready, right? Free stuff that I give away. So you got to have your products ready. You got to make sure if you're having products in house, if they're ready. Does your manufacturer have enough products? Got to make sure about that. If you're drop shipping, you got to make sure that if you need emails for your promotion, what you're going to put in your emails, what's the language in your emails, what's the language on your subject line, and you got to test that with several softwares. Do you need posts to talk about your products? How many days ahead you need to start your promotions? Write down a sequence and add it to your calendar. So what I normally do is and I'm showing the pink one again. So I have different colors, right? So I'll have my main events in one color, then I'll have my email sequence in the yellow color, and I'll have my Facebook in a blue color, obviously. But just so I know, okay, so this is all coming up. Then what you do is you put it in a planner. Okay, so now it's on your planner, on your wall, and that's how you strategize about your marketing, but you put it in your planner so you then know, okay, March 11th, which is today, is, I've got to start my emails. Are my emails all set up? So my emails go out on Friday. I need to make sure my emails are set up. So you got to know, okay, so they're going out on Friday. You got to start on Wednesday already, right? Or a week before if you don't have time. Maybe you should give up your weekend sometimes to prepare your whole posting for the week. So Amanda's my social media lady, and she does all her posts on Sunday quickly, and she has several customers. She does all the posts. She knows she's done some research already. She will schedule all the posts out, and so some of it is already scheduled out a month ahead, so she doesn't have to think about it. So think about those things to get ready. I know it's overwhelming, and workshop this morning was, oh my God, I've got to do all this stuff. It's driving my head in. One step at a time. One step at a time, you'll get there. You don't have to conquer the world in one day. It takes several days to conquer it, right? To grow your business. And so we've talked about sales, how important sales are. If we're not doing sales, we are not making money. And ultimately, we're in business to make money. Consistency, right? You've got to be consistent and be in front of your customers. Remember, 21 touches, okay? And it could be more. You never know. It depends on what you sell. Authenticity. Show up and be you, okay? You are your brand. You're a little guy. You are not going to be noticed until you start jumping up and down saying, hey, here I am, okay? And live, talk to your customer. Don't ignore your customers that you already have. Ask them, why are you buying from me? Okay? What makes me so special? And they will tell you. I promise they will tell you. Okay? Execution. You got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you are not going to grow, and you're going to grow haphazardly. And I've seen this across the years that I've been in business. When clients do not plan out their whole year, and you already have to start thinking January, February, March, what's happening, because November and December is going to go crazy. So you've got to be ready for the new year to push to get new customers, or to get those old customers to come back in again for January, February, when the sales go down after Christmas, when nobody has money, right? So I have spoken for probably nearly 25 minutes, and I hate to be on too long. Let me see if I have anybody on this call. No. Oh, that's fabulous, Amy. So anyway, this is, I've did a lot of things on how to grow your business fast. And I hate to say fast, because it's not going to be fast. It's going to be slow. But the more time and effort you spend on your business, the more money you're going to make. And I have seen it with my customers. I have seen it happen. The more effort they put in it. And here's an example. How to grow fast. Boom. Sell toilet paper. Right? If you're not selling toilet paper now, you are not going to grow fast. Keep on a trend. So if you're seeing a trend, keep on it and do whatever you can to stay on that trend. That's actually, it's not in my scale method, right? So if there's a trend, just make use of it so that you know. Kelly, we advise Kelly. Okay, so what does she need to do? She needs to actually, I think she's selling hand sanitizer. The stores are empty, right? Hand sanitizer, creams. Hand sanitizer is going to make your hands dry. Sell cream, right? Another way, Donna sells puzzles. What is she going to do with this trend? Oh, yeah. Talk about, and she told me, talk about how you're going to get stuck at home. Do a puzzle. I don't know. So you got to think outside the box when these things happen. But if you prepared with everything else that you've planned, then you are ready to take advantage of a trend. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're watching after, I hope you enjoyed this as well. I will, I promise to put the slides in the comments, and if you need my help, let me know. I love helping people, especially in a Shopify store. I don't care what store you're on, I'll still help. I've had a little lady that was on BigCommerce, I think she was on, and I've got to tell you, I don't know anything about BigCommerce, but it's an e-commerce store, so that she's got the same problems, right? So please let me know, and I will definitely help you. And as I said, I'll put the slides in below. And I am giving away a free assessment. If you have a website, e-commerce store, I'll give you a free assessment. I don't do websites, but I will give you advice on what to do on your website as well, because the same thing happens, right? The same things you need for your e-commerce store, you need for a normal website as well. So anyway, I'm Veronica Jeans, and I'm an e-commerce consultant and queen right now, and I'm a Shopify guru. And I would love to help you. And I will be back next week about something else. I will post it in the group, or next month. It depends. Okay. Thank you very much for watching me. And if you afterwards, just let me know if you have any problems. I'll be answering all the comments. Thank you again for joining me in this absolutely splendiferous day. And I hope you have a very, very profitable day. Go out and make money.